each and every one of you. My name is Brian Hernandez, owner of East and West. So far, we have trained and employed 42,000 people already. But since it's COVID, which started March, okay, so hopefully it will be batch 873. But because of the COVID, it was cut to 874. So for now, I miss training people. So what we do is we train people and we employ people, and we are the call center training of the industry. Okay, so now we will be discussing 10 frequently asked questions when it comes to call center, and they are okay. Number one, tell me something about yourself. When you say tell me something about yourself, is it about you? Yes, basically it's about that's written in your resume. So, what's written? Your name, your education, your experiences, if you have a work experience, and everything that's written in the resume. So, when say tell me something about yourself, everything that is written in your resume. Okay, number two, tell me something about yourself not written in your resume. So, it's the opposite of number one. So, basically, we are all prepared, okay, for what will be asked of us. We're always looking at the resume whenever we're applying. But the problem is, what if this question will be asked of you? So what will you say? Okay, so example. Hi. Okay, hi. My friends call me. You use your nickname. Example for me. Hi. My friends call me Bricks. That's Bricks. Bricks, which is the one that you put in the house to make it fashionable and to make it stronger. And I love singing. Okay. I love also to dance. Okay. Going back to singing, my favorite singer is Martin Rivera, and yeah. So what else? What else? Okay. So I'm fond of music. Okay, classical music, especially OPM. Outstanding Filipino men. Filipino music. Sorry. Okay. So basically everything that is your interest. So you have to focus on your interests. Okay, and if you love sports, you can discuss about sports. So anything that's not written in your resume. So third one, why call center? So basically, when you say why call center, it's the industry itself. They're asking you, why do you prefer call center compared to other industry? There are lots of industry, agriculture, industrial. So why did you choose to work in the call center? So it's a personal question. You cannot answer something that just watching YouTube. No, it should be something which is personal. Example, I want to work in the call center because I can see myself that like my friends like Brenda, Bernard are working in the call center, and I want to be like them. Okay, so basically, call center for me is a place wherein you can have your dream, you can find your dream, you can have your goals and ambition in life, and be able to have a better life. Because in the call center, the salary will be 30% or 40% or 50% more than the basic salary. Okay, so why call center? So it should be a personal, something which is personal to you. Number fourth one, what's your idea about the call center industry? So if you are a newbie, they'll be asking you this. So what's your idea of call center? So basically, what you're going to say is, my idea of a call center is it's a place wherein people are receiving calls. Okay, it's a customer service. If a person needs help, you'll be able to supply them with help. Okay, so example for let's give you a brand. Okay, so a brand um, that you normally eat. Example, fast food chain. Okay, so when you eat at your fast food chain, so it's for customer service. It's how you be able to relate with the industry itself. So why did you choose the industry compared to other industry? You can give advantages. First advantage that you can give is, I want to work in the call center basically because of the salary. Number one, it pays a lot. Number two, it has no discrimination whatsoever. And when it comes to there's no discrimination, age limit. So basically, the call center industry, there's no age limit. We have employed someone who is 64 years old, and our oldest is 69 years old. Okay, Lily Rose. I'll just mention the first name of the person. Okay, so there will be those discrimination in the call center industry. And let's go to number five. Um, okay. Please connect your educational attainment, okay, to the call center industry. Okay, it will be a hard question because number one, what if you are a high school grad? How will you be able to relate your course? Of course, you're a high school grad, you don't have a course. So, how can you relate that? So, oh, I'm a high school grad. I'm using the old curriculum. So, in my school, you can use your extracurricular activities in school. Example, you're into declamation, oral communication. You're one of the president of your batch. Okay, so you use your experiences in school to be able to bring it in the call center industry. How will you be able to relate it? So you have to relate it by means of customer service, because basically call center is about customer relationship or customer service. Six, what are the skills that you have that you think is a fit in working in the call center industry? Mm. So you can see that you're number one. Maybe you can see that you're personally. I say, oh, I'm a blabbermouth. I love to speak to people. I love to talk to people. So there's no problem. I don't have any dead ear, and I love to listen to problems of my friends, which is I can think that I can be able to utilize also in the call center industry. I'm good in typing. I'm good in typing. I love games, so I can type 35 words per minute, which is I know that is needed also in the call center industry. Okay, you have to be a multitasker in the industry, so you use your skills that you have. Seven. Okay, so basically you prepare for this, and number seven, out of the box question. It's very hard to prepare for an out of the box question, because in the hemisphere of our brain we have two hemispheres in the brain, left and right. Basically, it deals with the hemisphere that we don't use most of the time. It's being artistic. Some example of the questions are, okay, why are out of the box question asked? Number one, for you to, because interviewer check that, oh, this person's already researching on what are the questions that I'll be asking of the person. So you are going to be taken out of your comfort zone. And this will happen. Example, part of the question, example of the question, going back. If you were blind since birth, how would you describe red to a blind person? So, what would be the possible answer? Okay, red. Since we have five senses and only one is gone, you're blind. So you will be utilizing the other four senses. Okay. If I were to describe red to a blind person, I will use the sense of touch. I will give the blind person a hot cup of coffee. Let the person touch the cup. Okay, be careful, it's hot. Whenever you feel heat, you can relate it to red. Then the interviewer will tell you, are you sure that red is everything that is hot is red? No. It's just an association. Just for the person to have a feel. Because remember, the person is blind since birth. So that's how you answer out of the box question. And again, there is no right or wrong answer for out of the box question. Actually, there's a lot to be discussed here. But this will be the first part, okay? That we'll be discussing this. Aside from that, we're going to identify some more of the issues, okay? So we'll be able to help you all. Okay. Another question, which is out of the box. If you were to change something that had happened in the past, example, you have a time machine. Would you be able to change something in the past? What will you be your answer? Your answer should be no. Okay? No with a smile. Okay? Because when you say no, no, or no, you have to say no with a smile. You're convinced. Okay? No, I will not change anything in the past. Because whatever happens in the past stays in the past. And I'm a better person because of my past. And I thank you. But you have to give also example. Okay? For the next topic that we'll be discussing, I'll be teaching you how to be able to answer those questions using PREP, P-R-E-P, and STAR, situation, task, action, result. Okay? So in each situation, you have to be able to answer it by PREP or STAR. Okay? To be able to discuss it. You don't just give a reason. You always have to give example. Okay? So, number 8. What can make you stay in a company? So if this will be the question that will be asked of you, what can make me stay in the company? You have to be personal. I will stay in the company for the reason of, okay, I will stay in the company for the reason of, first, I need a job, okay? Number two, I enjoying the company of my friends, okay? But basically, personally, my reason for me to be able to work for your company is to be in your company for the longest time. Hopefully forever. And hopefully for a few years, for a few months, I'll become a team leader for 3 months. 6 months or a year, supervisor, and hopefully after years, be an operations manager. So the interviewer will see that you have this commitment, that you really want to work in the company. Commitment is very important in the cost industry. Okay? So, ninth, what can be the reason for you to leave the company? Okay. There should be no reason. There's no reason that I'm seeing that I can leave the company. No. They never told you, yo, you have to see something that you will leave the company. Okay, it's okay. I'll give you two reasons. Number one, if I cannot get along with my colleagues or co-workers. Oh, but there will be no problem for me because I'm Mr. Congeniality. I love people. Even if they don't like me, I love them. Okay, number two, if I cannot relate with superiors, I don't follow rules and regulation, that could be a problem. But for me, there's no problem because I believe that they're in their position because they deserve it. And hopefully, I will also become one of them. Okay? So I have to become a servant first. There's a saying, if you want to become the best leader, you have to be a servant first. Okay? So, what else? Okay. So, going for the last one. This is very important, okay? Do you have a COE or Certificate of Employment, or do you have a clearance from your previous company? This is very important. You have to answer yes. I have. Okay? I have, because if you don't have, they will not process your documents. So you have to be able to state it. And what if you don't have an employment? Yeah, what if you don't have work? Oh, actually, you don't have any work experience. But hopefully, this will be my first. Okay, so you're assuming that you'll be getting the position. And I think that I'll get this position because of. Basically, if you're going to be for an interview of interviewer, you're an applicant, you have to be perky. And you have to be yourself. You cannot pretend who you are not. Okay? So for now, hopefully that helps you out. But I know that it's a bit fuzzy. So in the next topic, we will be giving you some of the details on how to be able to answer it. Because you can just answer the question directly. Yes, you have to answer it directly, but you have to be able to explain it and give example. For some of the topics, we'll be giving you example of how to answer situational questions and how to answer questions that are about critical questions as well, and hard questions as well. So using the STAR and using the PREP. Again, STAR is situation, task, action, result. PREP is preposition, reasoning, expound or example, and paraphrase. So we'll be discussing some of that. Most of that, okay? For it to be able. And for those people that has call center experience, basically the topics for people that does not have a call center experience. But for those people that has call center experience, you can be able to utilize it also to them. Be careful because they also use the STAR, situation, task, action, result, in all of the discussions. And I thank you. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and kindly share this. Thank you very much and have a great day. Again, this is Tatay Brian.